Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Cardano. Thank you for your support, okay, in the Patreon, across everything, the videos, the Telegram, everything you do. Big thumbs up to each and every one of you, okay? It's all golden. So right now I'm going to dive into Cardano, and as you can see, we've got this Elliott wave in front of us, and obviously as a technical analysis it's always good, don't just be clouded by your own judgment, okay? Always watch other people's TA, go on to TradingView, look at ideas and things like that, just to have a broader view. Just don't always be focused and narrow minded that your TA is the way, basically. And there's another crypto YouTuber who's really good, actually. Please do go subscribe to him. I'm going to drop the link in the video description below. It's Keystone Crypto University, okay? So what I want you to do is head over to his channel and subscribe to him. Basically what's good confirmation is it's got the exact Elliott wave counters me, and mine is a little bit the wave 5 is a little bit higher than his, because obviously I've bumped it onto the 141 extension right here for Fibonacci retracement. I don't think it's got Fibonacci in his, but the wave count's perfect, it's bang on. And right now he confirming, well, again, it is all theory, by the way, this is Elliott wave theory, that we are now currently in wave 5, and we're marching onwards and upwards to those price appreciations that we've got in front of us. So it's all good, it's a big thumbs up, and it's good to see that TA is like backing my theory up as well. So it's all good. So Keystone Crypto University, I'm going to head over to his video right now and show you exactly what I'm talking about, okay? But please do head over to there, say CoinsKid sent me, let's bump up his subs, because he's honestly is fantastic content, and the way he delivers it as well, and the presentation is really good, and he's very thorough. He explains MACD, he explains the RSI, he explains a lot, resistance and support, okay? So do please head over to there and get involved in his community, and yeah, let's bring him some notoriety. So yeah, let's watch a segment of his video. Cheers.
So the last chart we're going to look at to wrap it all up is the most important chart, and here's why. What we're looking at is what's called an Elliott wave. Waves 1, 3, and 5 move up, while waves 2 and 4 are correction waves. And the reason this is important is this is the exact same Elliott wave in my previous video when we were down here coming into our 4 wave, right? And I was talking about how we were coming into our 4 wave, and I thought that was really unhealthy for us, because what would happen is out of our 4 wave, we would start to head into our 5 wave. What we can see here, right, we have the July 29th of 2020, the Shelly mainnet. Pricing action ran up from the bottom to the top of the 1 wave 6.75x. Now pricing action again ran up from the bottom to the top of the 3 wave and peaked right at the date of the Mary hard fork on March 1st. The reason this is because smart money, myself included, quite literally make a living off of buying the testnet, selling the mainnet. 18.4x in the last one. So the reason this is important is because look at where I'm looking to take profits here at Cardano when Alonzo rolls out. I think we're going to be at around $6.75 realistically, and I've had people, laughing at me, calling me foolish, X, Y, and Z, and that's okay. That's their opinion, that's their thoughts. However, I have, now been able to successfully make several figures off of Cardano. It has treated me very well, and Elliott wave, in conjunction with my technical analysis, my tokenomics, right, paying attention to the historical volume, knowing the team behind the project, and knowing what the project does, is how I am able to be a successful futurist and swing trader, because I like to use all 3 styles of fundamental analysis, technical indicators, and the charting analysis.
Yeah, so that's Keystone Crypto University. Please do go and head over to his channel and get involved, okay? And say CoinsKid sent me as well on his latest Cardano video. I'll drop a link to that as well. So that's cool. You can see that his Elliott wave theory is the same as mine, and that's really good. That's like confluence, basically. But obviously, I've got a bit more of a cheekier price prediction on that wave 5, as you can see. And hopefully, like I've said to you many times, wouldn't it be nice to get that overextended wave 5, like we had the wave 3 here, and just absolutely take off into space and look at that 1618 extension now, Fibonacci, which would be golden, wouldn't it? Golden. So that's good. It's really good. So like I said to you in yesterday's video, with yesterday's update, Cardano is basically sort of consolidating a bit, just like here. You've bolted out of this wave 2, gone sideways for a bit, bolted again, sideways for a bit, bolted again, made the high, and boom, you can see that's effectively what we've got on the cards. Because don't forget, you got to appreciate there's a long way to go till summer, okay? And a long way to go until we sort of get the climax of this bull run, so to speak. And obviously, with Bitcoin slowing down, it's allowing the rest to carry on, so to speak. So do keep an eye on Bitcoin, as always. That's why you've seen that sort of the consolidation hit for Cardano, so to speak. So yeah, we're just going to dive into the 4-hourly time frame for Cardano right now. So with Cardano yesterday, then you can see that effectively it did break down, and we did say put some cheeky bids on this red line here, which is a 4-hourly 55 EMA. Basically put some cheeky bids on the previous swing high. Do you see that $1.95? Now if you'd have put some cheeky bids in down there, you would currently be up a nice 7% for Cardano. And like I said to you in yesterday's video, consolidation, okay, it sort of comes down, it adheres to a level of support and does something like this until it can get the momentum to break out to the upside, just after a level of consolidation and reaccumulation, basically. And like I said to you yesterday, you've gone for it here, you know, go sideways here, sideways there, sideways. This was really boring and drawn out. Do you remember this? This lasted for weeks. This was done my head in, basically. I think it done everybody's head in. To be honest with you, it's like up, down, up, down, up, down. It was really annoying. But anyway, that's consolidation for you, and we could potentially hit another level of consolidation like that for Cardano. You know, no one's got a crystal ball, but effectively we're holding support really well, and that's really good to see. You can see yesterday the break came because you was under resistance. You was coming down onto support, which was the 20 EMA on the 4-hourly time frame, and it forced the breakdown. It forced you to come back down and test support. So right now we can get rid of that level of resistance, because you can see Cardano's doing relatively well, but it's picked up and it's hitting its head on the 4-hourly 20, isn't it? So if it continues to do that and fails to break that, that's where you will see that roll. Because like I said to you, hit your head on resistance, you roll, just like you did here. Look, resistance, roll. And where do you roll to? Support. And again, resistance, roll to support. So right now you're in a range. You're ranging, basically. You're consolidating. So these are the key levels that I give you, okay? So right now you can see that if you continue to hit your head, you're going to roll and you're going to come back down to the 55. Now, if you do lose the 55, you've got your breakdown target there of 182. If you do start to lose that, then you've got a deeper correction down to the 155, which I've shown you on the weekly is a key level of support, and also a swing high, okay? And that's what you do, is you just break down, you target swing highs as support and buyback zones, and they always hold really well, unless a unforeseeable major, you know, correction comes. Then you're just going to cascade through support, basically. So it's all healthy, effectively. That's what I'm trying to get at the moment. It's really healthy, and for those of you who like to come in and out, then these are the opportunities for you, because right now if it continues to hit its head, then you could look at a little short for Cardano down to this 55 again. So that's a 7% short trade right there. And again, you would imagine that if it holds that support, you can put in a little long, and vice versa, and that's the in out that you can do on Cardano right now. So right now what you want to see for Cardano, okay, because I will lay down a price prediction in a moment based off fibs where you could potentially get through, because effectively what this could be is a corrective wave, okay? And just like down here where you came up and you rolled a bit and you formed this corrective wave, and then you actually marched on and formed the next impulsive wave, you could see that if Cardano has bottomed out here in this sort of corrective wave and is now marching on, and you start to break the 20, this is where you could see continuation, because like I said, break resistance, back to support, continuation. So this is where you could see Cardano march on. So I'm just going to lay a price prediction right here. If Cardano finds some kind of upside and doesn't consolidate for much longer, this is where you could see the break. So right now you can see that this is effectively the impulsive wave down. This is a bit of a wick down. Look at the buying pressure there. Look, that wick. No, you're not going down, buying you up, because that's how strong Cardano is. So right now you can see that if Cardano does now go on to form a new impulsive wave off this corrective wave bottom, because it's what you've done, you've come up in this huge sort of impulsive wave, topped, rolled, corrective, and now what you're doing, you're starting to form a new impulsive wave, providing you can get through key levels of resistance. And I will show you those key levels of resistance right now. So the most important key level of resistance to get through, obviously, as you know, is the golden ratio right here. So I'm just going to tidy it as a previous level of resistance. So right now, this particular area, the golden ratio, just like when you're retracing, do you remember when you retrace and you lose the 0.618, it's usually indicative of a reversal wave. So yeah, effectively, sorry, phone call there, I've lost my thread a little bit. So if we've formed a bottom here, if we've actually bottomed out for Cardano, and we do now start to march on, because this could be forming a new impulsive wave, just like here, you know, you've come down here, you've bottomed out, and you start to form a new impulsive wave. You've actually got a forecast for that, okay? And we gave you this one based off fibs as well. Do you remember off this? So using fibs then, if this now has bottomed out and we've come down and we've made a support base here at 191, and we don't fall any lower than that, and we are now marching back on, and you see us get through the 20 EMA, and we start to form a new impulsive wave, this is where you could see Cardano absolutely carry on and melt faces, okay? So do keep an eye on that. If you do start to see Cardano march on and break this level of resistance right here at $2.24, that's the golden ratio. So if you do start to see Cardano break $2.24, pick up and break that, then you're looking at a nice impulsive wave, and the target of that impulsive wave is up there at 1618, which is $2.90, okay, for Cardano. And that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Because right now you can see, like I said to you, the EMAs on the 4 hourly were starting to look unhealthy, weren't they? It got overextended and there was a big gap, and I said to you, when you get overextended, you roll back, and potentially if you don't hold them as support, you fall through and create that larger reversal wave down to where you came from, and that's where you can lose EMAs. But right now you're holding the EMAs relatively well. You bounced off the 20, you got a bit of support, but obviously with Bitcoin doing what it did, a little bit indecisive in the market, it rolled, but you found support of the 55, which is really, really strong. Now what you're doing, you picked up, you're hitting your head on the 20. What you do need to see for Cardano is to get above the 20 and tackle these levels of resistance right here at $2.24, because if you do, you're beating the golden ratio, and that's a major confluence. A high statistic is when you get through the golden ratio is you see that full impulsive wave carrying out the extension obviously to the high, and then obviously you've got your 1272 extension at 265, the 1414 extension at 275, and then the lovely 1618 at 290. Okay, so fingers crossed, watch this space. Potentially though, what you need to see is this back test, get through this level of resistance right now that it's under, because if it doesn't, obviously you're going to roll and you're going to get caught like this, and you're just going into a level of consolidation right now. And like I said to you, if you start to lose 195, that's where you see that little downturn. So do anticipate that. This is why I show this to you, okay? Because if you do lose key levels of support, these are where you can short effectively. If you do start to roll and you're losing the 55 and you're losing the 195, especially the previous swing high, you can put a cheeky little short in down there of around 7% to retest that previous high. Do you see that? So yeah, it's all tradable events effectively. So you're getting a nice pickup here. Like I said to you, if you put some cheeky bids on that 195, which also, you know, on the 55, I did say yesterday. So for example, if you went on there yesterday, you're currently up 8%. It's a nice little 8% long trade for you right there. And obviously you're in your head on resistance, and that's why you take profit at the moment, because don't be greedy. In out, in out, in out. Take profit where you can. Don't be greedy. I know it could absolutely melt it and break that, but you can see it's hitting its head, it's an head, and that's confidence for the fact that you do start to roll, because like I said to you, the longer you hang around resistance, the more you start to roll, okay, and come back to support. You can see resistance, resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support. Okay, so that's basically it. That's Cardano in a nutshell. So I hope you enjoyed that update. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay tuned. But obviously, if we can actually get through this right now and you start to see Cardano get back above his 20, you're looking at some lovely upside, providing you can get through 124, because once you get through that, I would actually open a little long for Cardano of around 28% up to that $2.90 in continuation in this bull run for Cardano. But it's looking good. It's looking really good on the 4 hourly. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit overextended, and it's come back to support, and it's holding relatively well. Take care. Bye bye.